तो देखो कीप क्वाइट।
आज हमारे कोलंबिया आइसफील्ड
ओके
इन पे जाने वाला है। चलो
कितनी बार बताओगे बेटा? व्यू दिखा रही हूँ मैं, चलो।
मैं व्यू तुमको दिखाती हूँ।
अभी पार्किंग में ही है हम। तो फ्रेंड्स ये सारी यहाँ पे ना पार्किंग है और देखो आप पहाड़ ऊपर देख सकते हो। तो यहाँ पे ना लोग दूर दूर से घूमने के लिए आते हैं। तो हम भी रजायना से यहाँ बाई कार आए हैं घूमने के लिए।
तो जाओ ना जल्दी।
तो ये है कोलंबिया आइसफील्ड लिखा हुआ है, ग्लेशियर व्यू। और हमारे बाकी जो है फैमिली मेंबर वो अंदर गए हैं, सांस चढ़ गया ऊपर आते आते। तो यहाँ पे सारी इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई है। 3rd लेवल ग्लेशियर व्यू यहाँ आप देख सकते हो। और मैं थोड़ा सा बाहर का दिखा देती हूँ। और हमारी कार नीचे पार्क है। तो फ्रेंड्स आप देख सकते हो बहुत ही सुंदर व्यू है। अभी हम जैस्पर में हैं, ये जैस्पर में है।
बाद में कर लेना, चलो जाओ।
Right on the left. Have a great day, folks.
it smells like fish.
It seemed like it was a long time.
and everybody's doing real good. Okay. What we're gonna do. His jokes are worse than mine, folks. Bears have no ears. B is the correct answer. Congratulations. The guests have won. Okay. Where do sharks go on vacation? They're already in the sea. Where do they go on vacation? You don't know? How come? Sharks go to Finland on vacation. Alright. That was not a bad joke. Okay. And unfortunately, the ladies cannot participate in it. Alright. Are we ready? Okay. Why is it the men's washrooms are always on the right? Oh, I blew it. No, I blew it. Why are men's washrooms always on the left? Because women are always right. I blew that joke. I'm sorry. My bad. If you came from Jasper, their average altitude 60 to 90 days where things will grow in. To give you an example, if you had to guess that there's no trees or anything will grow up there. So whenever you're traveling and you notice a tree line and there's rocks and mountains above it, that's the alpine area. So I hope you guys enjoyed your adventure. We're here. I'm dropping you all off in the middle of the road. We're going to drop you off in bay number 5, and your bus, I believe, is going to be 535 that you'll be transferring to. So let's get you landed. I want you guys to be very
निकलो आप सब।
लाइन में आ जाओ ताकि एक साथ हमें नंबर मिल जाए।
अब रेड वाली बस में जाना है और इसके तो टायर बड़े वैसे हैं ट्रक जैसे। तो फ्रेंड्स इस वाली बस में जाना है आई एक्सप्लोर में, और इसके तो टायर ना बड़े ही बहुत बड़े टायर हैं। I saw first time, so big tire.
All right, welcome aboard, everybody. How are you?
ये तो बहुत ही डरावना है।
This is it. These buses are not built to climb. They max out at 25. Watching where you're walking, sorry. But the last 2 weeks, we've had nasty rainstorms, thunder and lightning. And the first day of summer, we actually had to close operations down in height at one point in time. That's a lot of ice, isn't it? And how that lateral moraine was created was by the glacier itself. When this glacier was pushing forwards, it was demolishing the land underneath it, breaking apart the ground and the rocks and spitting the debris out the sides, forming these lateral moraines. Now we are about to descend down that lateral moraine. These buses are built specifically for this road and this road only, withholding up to 40%. And most highways are only allowed to be around 10%. Now as we go down, I just ask everybody remain seated and buckled in. I don't want you to slide into the top here trying to sneak my snacks and my coffee. But you're more than welcome to open up your windows. You can take the black middle slide it open for any pictures or videos. But keep in mind, if you Drop your phone out. And I will point out that ice field in two different spots, but if we're all looking out the left window, and then bring your eyes forward about 11 o'clock, you'll be able to see some ginormous ice staircases. And at the top of those ice staircases is a smooth hump of glacier ice touching the blue sky up there. And I'll point it out when we're at a different angle as well. Now that is the Columbia ice field, and it's the biggest ice field within the Canadian Rockies. It's approximately classified as one. It has to feed 2 or more glaciers. And now, has anybody been around too much and stay nice and cool? And that's why this ice core moraine is much higher up than all of this exposed. Point another spot out as well. Now, how this glacier sitting in a second U-shaped valley, and while you're driving up to the Skywalker Highway, passes through a third U-shaped valley. So this land was completely covered with glacier ice all at one point in time. And during World War II, the Army would come out to Jasper and use it as their base camp. But more specifically, they would camp out here at the Columbia Ice Field and park their vehicles on Dome Glacier and leave it for the night. Now the glacier moved so much one night, and now it opened up a massive crevasse, crack in glacier ice section. There here, it looks like a giant U shape. Do you guys know what that's called? No? It's called a U-shaped valley. Yeah, very creative name. Now these glaciers are also moving quite fast. They move about 30 centimeters or 11 inches every single day. And they're carving all of these mountains into the beautiful valleys that they're sitting in today. So we're surrounded by Mother Nature. It's called AA because Mount Athabasca sits on the left side of it. And what that means is when Athabasca was at its tallest in height, it would have reached halfway up the mountain where those sand dunes are coming down. The bowl of the valley is what we call Andromeda. And to the left of Andromeda is AA Glacier. Now those two glaciers are identified or classified as independent hanging valley tributary glaciers. Now that's a big mouthful, so we'll break it down, but it's just like what the name says. Those glaciers made just enough. You are not going to see what I want you to see, so look out the right window. Gotcha. Made you look. There are 2 glaciers at the top of the mountain there that I did not mention on the way down, and that's because they have a few different classes. To go through. So make sure you stay on my side of those signs. We are hopping on the same bus. We are 5-3.
ठंड तो नहीं है भाई?
Cryogonite. And cryogonite is dust particles and chemicals within the atmosphere falling on top of the glacier. And because it's a dark color, it's heating itself up, heating the ice up underneath it and melting it, opening up a lot of hazards way sooner than when it should, such as mill whales, which are ginormous holes in glacier ice that go straight down to the toe of the glacier, and crevasses, which are ginormous cracks in glacier ice that are as big as this bus. Now, speaking of hazards, we do have a few things to go through before we get off. Now, we are big buses, and big buses have even bigger blind spots, so please do not go behind my bus or in between the tires. I don't want it to lose 90% of oxygen. So when that snow is piling on top of snow, it's compressing all of that air out of it to create... Oh, here, welcome back.
Oh, I see it now.
Well, starting right now, I'm going to prove you all wrong. We are actually on Athabasca Glacier right now. So I can't believe the whole bus just lied to me. Within the first 5 minutes, field, and I will point out that ice field in 2 different spots, but if we're all looking out the left window, and then bring your eyes forward about 11 o'clock, you'll be able to see some ginormous ice staircases, and at the top of those ice staircases is a smooth hump of glacier ice touching the blue sky up there, and I'll point it out when we're at a distance to that phone. Alright, here we go. I want everybody to throw their hands, and they're only allowed to be around 10%. Now, as we go down, I just ask everybody remain seated and buckled in. I don't want you sliding to the top here trying to sneak my snacks and my coffee. But you're more than welcome to open up your windows. You can take the black middle strip and slide it open for any pictures or videos. But keep in mind, if you drop your phone out that window, I will have streaks going down the side of it. That is what we call a lateral moraine. And we're on the second one right now, and we're about to go down. And this tells us the bare minimum of how tall a glacier once was. Bare minimum. So Athabasca Glacier would have been taller than us where we're driving right now, or would have reached the forest across the valley. Well, I'm so excited for all of you guys to be here today. It's been... Yeah, yeehaw! You can check that off your travel list now. But I want to know where you guys are coming from. So put your hand up if you're from Canada. A couple Canadians, hello. Anybody from the United States? Hello. What about England? Yeah, I heard your accents. Anybody from $500,000? This is it. This is my top speed.
And your bus, I believe, is going to be 535 that you'll be transferring to. So let's get you landed. I want you guys to be very careful out here too, because there are slippery rocks and